Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Sue from sueslimsdown. I'm excited to be part of this St. Patrick's Day tag that's hosted by Sandy over at Life with Sandy. So thank you, Sandy, so much for inviting me to be part of this tag, and I think it's going to be real fun. So I'm looking forward to everyone else's answers. Let's get right into it. I think there's 10 questions and maybe one bonus question. All right, so would I rather dance with a leprechaun for the day or dress like a leprechaun for the day? Well, uh, I have often been called the leprechaun of the family because I stand at 5'2". I actually have a cousin who's not even that tall, he's not even 5 foot. So I come from a family of short people on my mom's side. Um, my dad's side, my husband's side, all very, very tall. In my family, my immediate family, between my husband and my kids, I am by far the shortest person. So, since I have been called the leprechaun of the family, I think I would rather dress like a leprechaun. If I were in school this week, I totally would dress like a leprechaun or at least wear Irish clothes, something like that. Okay. Would I rather find a four-leaf clover or be given a lucky charm? I would rather find the clover. Just because, I like to go on hike and walk trails and stuff like that. And I love to find stuff along the way. So I just think it would be more meaningful if I would find it. I have always looked for four-leaf clovers, even when it wasn't St. Patrick's Day. Whenever we were by a clover patch, I would always look. I have never found one, but I just think it'd be very cool to find one. So, would I only speak in limericks for the day or talk very loud for the day? Well, I normally talk very loud for the day during the day when I'm at school because that's the only way the kids can hear me. I think it would be fun to only speak in limericks. Also be a learning experience for people who don't really know what a limerick is. So I think limerick speaking would be fun. Maybe I'll do a whole video just in limerick. Number 4, be as be as small as a leprechaun or as quick as a leprechaun. Well, like I said, I've been called leprechaun of the family already. I think I'd much rather be as quick as a leprechaun, especially when I'm out hiking those long trails and the trailhead says this is going to take you 4 hours and it takes me 8. So I think that I'd rather be as quick as a leprechaun. That's if leprechauns really do exist and they really are quick. All right. Number 5, eat only cabbage every day for a week or eat corned beef every day for a week. I love corned beef and I love cabbage. Um, Corned beef to me is excruciatingly salty in most cases. And even though I love it, it's a very rich meat. I've canned it. I used to have jars of corned beef on my shelf. I don't anymore because I've eaten it all. Um, I would much rather eat cabbage for a week only because of how versatile it is and how you can fix it. So, and I would make sauerkraut out of some of it too. So, even though I love corned beef, I wouldn't eat it every day for a week. I think that would tend to make me sick. All right, so would I rather live in a world full of rainbows or, oh, I gotta switch my legs here, or a world full of shamrocks? Shamrocks. Because rainbows don't last. Rainbows dissipate when the air dries up, and shamrocks last for a longer period of time. So I'd rather have shamrocks all around me. So would this is number 7 now. Would I rather dance an Irish jig every hour for the day or walk backwards all day for the day? Sandy, this one's tough. First of all, I would not be able to walk backwards for the whole day. Although that would really confuse some people, that and it might be kind of fun to do. Dance an Irish jig every hour for the day. If I could actually dance the Irish jig, and I should be able to because I am Irish. I'm half Irish. Um, but I think I would have to choose that one. That I would rather dance the jig every hour because you can make the jig as long or as short as you want. Walking backwards all day, I wouldn't be able to do it. So, okay, number 8. Be in a St. Patrick's Day parade or watch a St. Patrick's Day parade. I think that depends on the parade. Uh, if it's in Chicago, I'd rather watch it. If it's like a local parade, I think I'd rather do the local parade. And it depends also on what I'd be doing in the parade. So the last parade I was in, it ended at a park where I was going to be singing the national anthem. And so I got to ride in this gorgeous convertible and just wave at the crowd all day. And I think everyone was saying, well, who is that? But I would do both. Uh, and also depending on the weather and where I was watching it from. So there's a lot of variables here. If I could be in a nice, warm climate, I would be outside watching it. If I'm in, Northwest Ohio and we happen to get the hour that it's actually sort of springtime, that would be cool. But most of the time, St. Patrick's Day is cold and rainy and yucky. So if I was going to watch it, I want to be inside. But the question is, would I rather be in the parade or watch the parade? So um, I think I'd rather watch the parade. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, number 9, have emerald green eyes or emerald green hair. I had green hair once, not on purpose. Now you can dye your hair any color you want. But back in the day, when I was in high school, those of us who bleached our hair blonde were always afraid of the dreaded green hair or purple hair. And there was one day in particular that I had gotten my hair dyed, and that those days we did it at home. And the following day, and this was before I had washed my hair or anything, I went swimming at my cousin's pool, highly chlorinated, and it reacted with the dye in my hair, and my hair turned a very pretty color of green. The kicker was I was a twirler in our band, and we had a parade later that day, and so I marched the parade with green hair. I would rather have emerald green eyes. I have blue eyes now that change colors. Uh, they get more blue in the summertime and more gray in the winter, but I would rather have emerald green eyes. Which now, they have tinted contacts. Your eyes can be any color you want them to be. All right, so number 10, only see everything in green for a week or only eat green foods for a week. I would, if I had to choose between the two, I would choose eating the green foods. There's a lot of green foods you could eat, as long as it wasn't green meat. But green vegetables, I love green vegetables. I could do that all week. Uh, I wouldn't want to see everything in green. Um, I just wouldn't want to. I like the varying colors of things. It's one of the reasons I travel. So um, I would say only eat green foods. And here's the bonus question. Would I rather go to Ireland and stay for a year or never go to Ireland? Well, given those two choices, I would say go to Ireland and stay for a year. I really would like to go to Ireland someday. I don't know that I'd want to stay for a year, but you know me, I've done strange things before. Uh, rather than say I'm never going to Ireland, I would like to go to Ireland when it's safe to travel there and stay for a good time. I actually love to look at my relatives. I do have relatives that live in County Cork. My family comes from a town in County Cork called Limerick, Ireland, which, since I am a musician, I always thought was interesting that I'm from a long line of musicians on my mom's side of the family, and they started in Limerick, Ireland. So my I think it was my great grandfather who was a bugler in the Confederate Army. His name was John Fitzgerald, and he was from Limerick, Ireland, and he settled in Missouri. And I know my grandparents came up from Missouri. Just a little interesting tidbit. So, okay, Sandy, those are my answers. Some of those were tough. So I hope you enjoyed my answers, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody else's. This is going up before St. Patrick's Day. Uh, so, yeah, this was a fun one. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. I forgot to tell you, I'm going to list everybody below who is part of the tag. If I'm in Oklahoma and the internet is slow, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to upload or anything. But I will mention everybody down below. And if you have any answers that you'd like to share with me, please put them in the comments below. So, all right, that's it. See you later. Bye-bye.